There's the North Korean flag. First views.
Why is there tour buses on the other side?
North Korea. There's the South Korea flag. There's the North Korea flagpole.
Where?
There's a North Korean city. Whoa. This is the DMZ line between the two. You see the flagpole? Largest flagpole in the world. North Korea on there. Wow. It's crazy. I lost it. There we go. Woo. We're looking at the DMZ line between South Korea and North Korea. You can see the flag, South Korean flag right there. Over there is the joint security area. The North Korean flag is way taller right there. And I saw a couple people out there. Over in that little village, I saw some people riding bicycles. There's a big group of people farming over there. Farming for the state. They don't get to keep any of the money or any of the food that they farm in North Korea. And a lot of people are starving there, sadly. I saw some soldiers on the guard post over there too. So I wonder what they think of us all hanging out over here. Just wonder what's in the mind state. Wow, look at that bird. The birds fly right over the border. They're not scared. Whoa, vulture. That's crazy. So I could just imagine what they think in their heads over there. Hatred for America in the West. The divine status of their leaders and their family. Who knows what they're thinking of, man. They wanted to use their nuclear bombs to protect them. The most isolated, craziest country in the world, right there. Very bizarre. Go head up north there. You go up to Pyongyang, the capital, up into Jilin, China, which is really the only open border of North Korea. Alright. One picture. North Korea, crazy. North Korea. We're looking at right here. Crazy. I see a lot of people over there. Oh, look at those buildings. Anybody over there? I don't see anybody. No.
She just did a presentation over there on where to see everyone.
Why don't you ask? DMZ. You know, I don't know what I feel about this sign, how people take pictures. Actually, no, I don't like it. I don't think it's appropriate. It's not cool. Oh man, there's a tank over there. I didn't see it. Oh well. We gotta go. Man, we're up early. You gotta get going to the north border early because only a few people are let in per day. So we're getting picked up somewhere around here to go to the border of North Korea today. Whoa. This is our bus section. We got another one. Here we go. Ooh, I like the design. Ooh. VIP. Look at that. Go in the back more. He's a good guy. He's a super nice guy. I like his. I want one of these seats. Yeah, he's. I was kind of shocked. Look at the lights.
First come, first serve. And also the thing is, only limited people can visit. Before COVID-19, there were 5,000 people they could travel here every day. But now it's actually 1,000 people. Border 2 kilometers, from the border and 2 kilometers. So total special 4 kilometers buffer zone. Today we are going to see the southern boundary of DMZ. A lot of people asking me, oh, are we in the DMZ? To be honest, you can't be in the DMZ. If you're in the DMZ, probably you will be dead. I will tell you later what happened in this DMZ area. The last one is called JSA. JSA is the Joint Security Area where our armistice agreement was signed. My uncle, he was outside. He was somewhere outside, but somehow he just never came back. One day he just never made it home. So my grandmother didn't know what happened. Maybe he lost on the way home, maybe he got injured, maybe he got kidnapped, but there was no use of thinking about it because in the end, he just never came back. So entire my grandmother's life, she thought her very first son was just dead. He was dead to my grandmother. And also to think about it was too painful for her because she always felt guilty that she lost him. So my grandmother thought he just dead to me. So I don't want to think about him more because it's too painful for me, right? But years later, we found out he was alive, living in North Korea.
Bridge fences here. This is a weird situation. We're right near the border, I guess. And we gotta wait around a bunch. And we have some snacks, and the sun just rose, actually. So we gotta wait around and figure things out. It's very strict. There's a bunch of bonfire over there. Here's the bathroom I was looking for. We're here on Sunrise. Yeah. Alright, well, while we wait, we have some pretty nice restaurants here, man. I haven't tried this yet. Kimchi dumplings. For all the Americans, they had to put in a burger place, of course. Actually, pretty decent food here. Got some kimchi dumplings. Oh man, I don't know how to feel about all this, man. Commodification of this whole situation. Tourists and tickets and food spots, and little interactive things. It's kind of weird, but monorail, DMZ sign, you know. It's not really a smile and cheese kind of moment for me. I don't know, but that's all right. Everybody does fun serious kind of stuff. I don't know. It's weird, but right below here was the closest any tunnel that's got that they found so far. That was going to be dug to all the way to Seoul. Pretty crazy. The DMZ place. Monument here to the war. Some stuff with the American flag over there, actually. Korean flags. Bunch of writing. Ooh, look at that one. We got a statue of Harry Truman here, president. The end of World War II, and the president during the start of the Korean War made the decision to drop the atomic bombs on Japan, and also the decision to send hundreds of thousands of troops here to Korea, which almost 40,000 died, U.S. troops. And here I got some Korean money, North Korean money. Pretty cool one that I found. Has the nuclear symbol on top there. They are a nuclear capable country. Yeah, nice little monument to the dedication forces in the Korean War, right here on the border. Very 1945, 1953. This became president because Roosevelt died, actually. He was vice president before he died in office, right before World War II ended. Alright, this is a nice monument to United States forces in the Korean War. Monument right here, man. American forces. Got 50 American and Korean Korean flags lining up this circle. Rest in peace, man. Those who sacrificed their life, man. Place they barely didn't even know existed, Korea. There's a California seal. Yeah, California flag. What's up? Even has something for Guam in here. Nice little monument to the American soldiers.
Here we have to go.
Guam, man. Those are the guys who died from Guam. Spanish names they had in Guam because of the Spanish history. Rest in peace, man. Here's 200 and something Japanese Americans that died in the war. 247 of Japanese ancestry too. That's both of you right there, Guam and Japanese. Wow. All right. Right here is the civilian control line, border, North Korea.
Interesting.
Where there's a railroad bridge and a road bridge where there's a lot of cars on there, actually. I don't know what's going on there, but they had some people that were spying one time. They got shot from North Korea and they captured one guy, so they had to build these extra fences. Yeah, right over there, man. North Korea. Crazy.
We have also another way to go to North Korea. So the left side, can you see the white railroad? This is the railroad, so which means we do have our train station that connects to North Korea. But even though we faced everything here, to be honest, it was never been functional for that road, right? And this in that lower area is the blue house. Blue house is where our president lives, but not anymore. In back of the blue house, there's a big mountain.
UNESCO recognized this place in 1983. They had like a TV show where people who lost family members during, the Korean War, including our tour guide here. Her uncle was captured, kid 10 years old, and he was able to be reunited with his mother, her grandmother, 50 years later. That's so crazy. But yeah, man. So they reunited, I guess, a total of 10,000 families. UNESCO recognized that. It was like a little partnership. They were able to go, some of them, up into North Korea and meet their loved ones just for a little bit. People that they lost, just to see what happened to them. Most thought they were, dead. And families disconnected forever, man. Pretty crazy. Just right over there. Here. Anyways, this pretty famous bridge, Freedom Bridge. 1953, there's exchange of almost 13,000 prisoners here. Prisoners of war, including Americans for sure. But, north, south, came back probably. Return of freedom. Oh man, this place is intense. Crazy, right? North Korea is right next to us. Craziest place in the world. Better view of the bridge. So I guess hundreds of thousands of North Koreans are captured up here. Chose to go back. Oh, across this bridge, 1953. Crazy. View up top here of the Freedom Bridge. Prisoner exchange happened once at the end of the war. And people had a choice if they wanted to go back to the north. Hundreds of thousands took that choice. Who knows what them and their families' lives were like afterwards. Pretty crazy area right here. Borderlands. This guy's the founder of Hyundai. It's actually North Korea. Probably before the split. Look at that. Oh man, super emotional. Joint security area. I'm not gonna get there. That's alright. Tunneling. Videos a lot. Oh. Alright. Pretty close here. So these are all these ribbons that are for the family members. Messages for the North. This railroad was built by the Japanese in 1919, but destroyed in the 50s during the war. In 2000, they wanted to reconnect North and South by a railroad line. It's only used once, though. I guess there's a bombed out locomotive. Crazy. We're real close to North Korea right here. And this is a bombed out locomotive train. So this train line was built in 1920 by the Japanese to connect the peninsula. Obviously not running anymore. Reopened though in 2000 as kind of like a agreement between North and South, but only used once. And as you can see, it's all locked up over there. And 22 kilometers, the next big city, Kaesong, and Seoul, 53 kilometers this way. Pretty intense place to be, man. Oh, and people put these things up as little messages to the north. Maybe I heard the messages get carried in the breeze over the hill over there. Some of them are messages like to their family members, and some of them just a hope for peace. 70 years, man, of tense situation, the craziest, most isolated dictatorship country in the world. Right that way, not too far. And a bunch of mines and crazy shit in between. Ooh, signs of war right here.
Would be that she could take the train from North Korea all the way to China and take the Trans-Siberian Railroad to Europe.
That would be a nice dream.
They said it could get them there in 2 weeks.
North Korea. I would love to do that. There's Russia.
2 weeks.
China, not too far. So here's where we are geographically, man. There's China down that way. Pyongyang, 153 kilometers that way. It's not too far. Russia, Vladivostok, also not that far that way. Peace bell. Like all these birds flying around. They don't care about any borders, fences. They just fly right over. Why? But they have gondola rides going on here, where you could go over this no man's zone. Not the DMZ exactly, but gondola rides over there. Why? So strange. It's commodified. Like a theme park. Very weird, actually. About to enter the DMZ here. So we got to go show your passport to the Korean soldiers. I'm not going to film much more. So talk about how it is after, right? Lots of Americans here. I would say it's over 50%, maybe 75%. It's interesting. Most Americans I've seen in a long time, 5 years or so.
And the river that you see here is called Sachanggang River. So Imjingang River. So this Imjingang River goes to the West Sea and it meets with the Han River from Seoul. It goes to the West Sea as well. This one is actually flowing from the North Korean Sea. And also, our first destination is the tunnel. As I told you, I will give you a little explanation before the tunnel so you can actually understand better. We are stronger than North Korea because we don't have North Korean nuclear facilities, right? And also here, yes, of course. Individually, no one is allowed to come. Everyone, finally, we are heading to the tunnel. First, as I told you, so far we found 4 tunnels. So basically, North Korea dug the tunnel under the ground to invade South Korea, and so far we found 4 tunnels. And our government says there are 20 more.
One of like 20 tunnels they dug underneath the border. Send soldiers to attack. No more filming from here out, but we're going an infiltration tunnel that North Korea dug under underneath the border to someday launch a surprise attack or something. So they found them in like the 70s and 90s. Okay. So you're not allowed to film down there, but the tunnel is right below here. It goes right underneath the borderline. There's planning a surprise attack on Seoul. In the 70s. It's never happened. Alright, nice little display here, museum charts. How the nature took over. Figurines. Weaponry here. Rocket launcher, whoa. AKs. Bullets. Machine guns. AK-58. So here's a chart of the joint security area. For some reason, I thought every tour, no matter what, goes and sees this, but I guess it's not really accessible as much now. You can see on the picture the blue buildings, that's the line. North Korea, South Korea. One on one side, one on the other. Stationed soldiers from both sides are there every day. I thought when you take the tour, you get to see that. Not anymore. I used to be able to, but yeah, here's what the area looks like. That's the real border line right there. Cool little museum. Information. In my opinion, it's not really a place for smiling pictures that everyone's doing, but you know, it happens all around the world. Some crazy guns. Let's go out there. Isolated country in the world. Hermit kingdom of craziness. Whoa. Trip, that's North Korea over there. You can see South Korean flagpole, and there's a tall, super tall North Korean one, so they kept on building their flagpole higher and higher. At the end, the South Korea was like, no, fuck it, man. You guys can have the taller one. That's crazy. A few little towns over there. Whew, that's crazy to see. Goes up into the capital city, Pyongyang, and a bunch of other, who knows what's going on. Terrible situations, starving people, prison camps, crazy people brainwashed on destroying America. You know, this, fuck, that's crazy. All right there, all the way up to China. A lot of these people over there don't even know what's going on in the world, man. They're so isolated. It's so crazy, right there. Whoa! Oh man, I just saw a soldier walking around on that thing right there. Oh! There we go. Oh yeah, I see him walking around. Oh man, I just got a good...
Oh yeah, shit, now it's here. There's two of them. Yeah, I see one walking around.
I have it right on it. North Korea.
All the South Korean company factory buildings remain. And after in 2017, the Kaesong Industrial Complex was shut down.
Country I'll never go to, but now I can see it. And one thing I forgot to mention is the line between there, the demilitarized zone, where no war is supposed to happen. There's thousands of mines, so anyone that runs across risks that. Fucking North Korea, man, crazy. Right there. You can see some North Korean people in the field. There they are. Bunch of them. Oh man, just lost that. So Somewhere out there it says North Korea is the best country.
But North Korean party is no field. So people not live here because North Korea government not allow the normal civilian access this area. In this case, people can try to cross the DMZ. That's why. But sometimes using
About that.
Crazy.
Do you see any people?
I wish I thought I was gonna see their face very, very clearly. But I didn't.
I saw a couple people, probably like 20 total.
But yeah.
Imagine what their lives are like, man, over there. Crazy.